My adult daughter doesn't want to work. My daughter has been unemployed for over 3 years. She left her job during the pandemic and relied on the stimulus checks and the unemployment pay until it ran out. Now I don't know what she is living on. My daughter lives alone in a rent-controlled apartment and has never asked me for money or help. But I don't understand how she is supporting herself, paying her rent, etc., as she has no job. I assume she is running through her savings, and if she has lasted this long, that means she had at least 40k saved and is just burning through it all. She has not been applying to jobs or gone on one interview. She has no career path. No job, no prospects, no romantic relationship. Once in a while I will send her jobs I think look good, but I never get a reply. The times that I have asked her when she will get a job, I just get vague replies. I don't think she is depressed, and it just seems like she doesn't want to work. But it has been 3.5 years now. I am so stressed out thinking about it. I just want her to get a job and generate income. What can I do? She could be doing something you don't know about to support herself, just like a lot of others have since the pandemic. So, you may not want to actually know what she is doing. She is an adult and can handle herself. She lives alone, so there is no way for you to truly know what she is doing. Time to let it go unless she approaches you for help. What you can do is have clear personal boundaries, so the decisions of your adult and capable daughter do not distress you. Easier said than done, of course. I am mom to 3 grown daughters, and they have all made decisions sometimes that I would not have scripted for them. But we learn by experience, and when my girls do things I shudder at, I just have to think that they are learning. I would not be sending her jobs. She sounds quite capable of finding them on her own if she wants to. Have you considered that there may be more going on in her life than you know about? E.g. a man, or a side hustle, or some work she keeps quiet. You leave her alone. She isn't asking for help and isn't complaining about her situation. Why are you stressing about it if she isn't? Why are you getting into her business? It's her savings. She can do what she wants with it. Let her adult on her own. That's what she's supposed to do. Maybe send her some "you're a great daughter" or "I am proud of you" emails instead of job opportunities. It sounds like there is a lot you don't know about your daughter. Your adult daughter is minding her business, staying in her lane, and living her best life. You should do the same. I know you're her parent and of course you care, but it's not really your problem or responsibility. She may be making money via OnlyFans or something like that, but she doesn't want to tell you. I'm gonna be blunt here, this is literally none of your business. Full stop. That's your main concern? Are you actually concerned about her well-being as a person or how she's doing? Have you asked how she's doing? Or do you just send her job applications? You said you just want her to generate income. Sounds like she may not share much with you because you see and treat her like a robot. If she's paying her rent and not asking you for money, who cares? None of your business. Anyone going to tell up? If your adult daughter is living in a tent-controlled apartment, paying her bills, and never asks for help, then she is likely doing a kind of work she knows you wouldn't approve of, so she keeps her answers intentionally vague. It's clear that she doesn't confide in you, for whatever reason, but if she's not bumming money, able to keep a roof over her head and her bills paid, then back off. Your daughter probably just doesn't trust you, so she doesn't tell you anything about her life, woman shrugging. Or maybe she's perfectly fine making $5,000 a month, just not telling you about it. It is very possible that she is looking for jobs. The job market is horrible with hundreds of applicants going for a single position. It can take months to find a job. She's probably struggling with her mental health, even if you don't believe she's depressed. Chances are you probably don't even really know what's going on with her. Maybe try having some compassion and talking with her, instead of judging her. She's either got a job you don't know about, is being supported by someone, or is living off benefits. As long as she's not stealing off you, I suggest you leave her to it and stop worrying. You getting all anxious about it isn't going to help in any way. It's her problem and she's not worrying. Leave her alone. You sound like a nuisance. Maybe she just doesn't want to tell you in case you are not supportive and judgmental. I don't know how your relationship with her is. But I don't tell my parents much other than some generic answers either. I always feel they can't understand me and are ready to jump to the conclusion and judge me. I feel like they feel entitled to have whatever opinion toward me and my life because I'm their kid. This reminds me of those comments older people make: nobody wants to work anymore. While ignoring the digital economy is now a thing, and some of the people who participate are making more in 2 months than people with traditional jobs make in their entire yearly salary. I know an author of rather mediocre romance novels that has pulled in $30,000 in a single month. Most of this stuff is passive income as well. Set something up that does well and the money just flows in without you having to do very much to maintain it. I understand your kids are always your kids, but she's an adult. She hasn't asked for help and doesn't care to share her job, career choices or lack thereof with you. Respect her privacy and autonomy. She's nearly 40. She doesn't need her mom helping her find jobs. She's perfectly capable of handling her own life. I don't think you know your daughter, and she's probably quite tired of your judgmental fussiness. Doesn't want to work? Pretty tiresome right-wing news BS right there. I love how everyone here assumes she's doing something unsavory. You internal lady 662. First of all, I highly doubt your daughter is living like royalty on the $1,500 stimulus checks she got 4 years ago. Second of all, she is also not simply defined by her job and income. She probably has a freelance job and chooses not to tell you about it because you will judge her, since she isn't working a traditional job that you understand. She's still in her apartment and pays her bills. That's all that you need to know. Stop meddling. Leave her alone. She seems to be managing herself however way she's doing it. You say you've asked her when she will get a job, but perhaps that's the wrong question. What happens if you ask her how her finances are? Or whether she's okay for rent for the foreseeable? Or what she wants to do with her life? Or what her dreams are? You can let it go and leave her alone. She's an adult. Yeah, she's your child, but she will make her own decisions. She can figure it out herself. If she needs help, she can ask for it. This actually sounds like a communication issue. I think she just is not opening up to you about what is going on in her life. This includes looping you in on her current financial situation, her dreams, her wishes, her future plans. Instead of sending her job prospects, why don't you ask to see her or ask how she is? This is just from an anonymous daughter on the internet without a relationship with her mom. Some of the comments on here: yeesh. A woman doesn't tell you what she does for a living? Must have an OnlyFans. SMH. I'm pretty sure your daughter is fine, she's just not telling you what she's doing for a living. She's almost 40, she doesn't need to tell you how she's paying for her shit, especially when she's never had to rely on you before. My guess is of. Why are you concerned? She's clearly managing. If she hasn't asked you for help, it's none of your business. There is a very small chance she's probably doing other things to obtain money, such as door dashing, Uber Eats, OnlyFans, Chatterbait, prostitution, possibly selling illegal drugs. Yeah, no, side hustles. Not that there's anything wrong with it, well, except the last two, since they're illegal. But yeah, regardless of what it is. If she's stable, and living on her own, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Leave your 37-year-old daughter, who has asked you for nothing and has a roof over her head, alone. I mean, if she has money, is living okay, and isn't asking for money, what does it matter? As long as she's not asking you for financial support and has a roof over her head, you should relax. There may be things she'd prefer you didn't know,